Yo, what is good, everybody? This is the first episode on my channel that I'm going to be doing by myself. And the reason why I wanted to do this, I've been doing episodes. If you followed me, you've seen it with other people, other streamers. I have a problem, and we need to talk about the problem that I have. And I want to hear about your thoughts about this problem. Guys, UFC 317, Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria, is a fight that we've seen coming down the pipeline for the last month or so now, and I'm very excited for it. I'm sure you guys are too. But Ilia Topuria has opened up as like a minus 350 favorite over Charles Oliveira, and I have a problem with that, right? Um, so let's get straight into it. The track record that Ilia has against 155ers. Who do we got? Who do we have? We have Alex Volkanovski, who did go up to fight Islam, but he's not a 55er. We do have Max Holloway, who went up on two separate occasions, wants to fight Justin, wants to fight Dustin, but he's not a 55er. Now, I am not denying Ilia's greatness. But the way it's being talked about, the way he's being talked about, the way it's being compared and contrasted to Conor McGregor, it bothers me a little bit, okay? Conor beat Jose Aldo, and Jose Aldo didn't lose a fight for a very long time, whereas Ilya beat Alexander Volkanovski, and Alexander Volkanovski, who was coming off of two losses. One where he had just been finished. So let's kind of get into this and talk about it. I don't think it's impossible for Ilya to beat Charles, but I think that there's a chance for us to kind of win some money here if you're into the whole betting thing. Especially those of us who really watch the sport and we know who Charles Oliveira is. So off the rip, Ilya has had a little bit of trouble with taller fighters. Now, granted, I'm not sure exactly how much bigger Charles is going to be, but I know it's going to be significant. And we will see that in the face-offs here in the next coming weeks. Trust me, we'll see it. We'll see a good size difference. As far as the boxing, we're going to have to give the competitive edge to Ilia Topuria. I do not dispute that. But this is what Ilia is going to be dealing with. He's going to be dealing with a much bigger opponent in Charles Oliveira. Sorry, my cat's at the damn door meowing. She can't go 5 minutes without me, but maybe I'll have her on one day. But this is what Topuria is going to have to deal with. He is going to have to deal with the much bigger, physically imposing fighter marching at him for the duration of the match, however long it lasts, right? We know Charles Oliveira's style, that Muay Thai style, one leg rising up in the air, just marching forward, throwing combinations, throwing leg kicks. How good is Ilya's counter wrestling going to be? Because I believe we're going to see Charles Oliveira go for it, right? He had a lot of success against Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is strong. Let me ask you guys this. Do you like Ilia in a fight against Michael Chandler? My cat, my cat does. So if you're as smart as my cat, I think you would too. But this is why I asked that question. Do you think he makes it? Do you think Ilia would make it look as easy as Charles did? I mean, Charles surgically picked Michael Chandler apart. Mike, like I said, Michael Chandler is very strong, and he does have wrestling, contrary to a lot of people's beliefs. Right, guys. If I had to choose right now, I'm picking Olives. I'm picking Dubronx to win this fight. You know, I could absolutely be wrong about this. I'm going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to come on and kind of share this issue, this problem that I had. I may be wrong, right? The hype might be really real because I know a lot of you guys believe that it is. Again, I'm not doubting Ilia's greatness. Ilia may go on to be Connor 2.0 and go do all of that and some that Connor accomplished. But I'm here to tell you right now, it would not surprise me in the least if Charles Oliveira stops the hype train at 317 if he finishes Topuria. And that's crazy because that's not something that we've seen. But I believe Charles is going to do what Charles has done his entire career. People have counted him out. People have called him a quitter. People have said that he's just not good enough. And he's proven all of those things to be false. See, I like guys like Charles. And my bias might just be getting in the way here a little bit, but that's human nature a little bit. Don't judge me too much for it, all right? We all have our guys that we like, that we root for. But guys like Charles that have overcome the adversity, they've had to dig down in a place to really search for themselves and find out the person and the athlete that they want to be. And I think Charles has found that, and he has never looked better than he looks right now. If you don't think Charles Oliveira doesn't want anything more in the world than to get a win over Ilia Topuria and get his belt back, you're crazy. And I still believe that over anybody, even over Armin. And I know Armin is higher ranked, but Armin pulled out of the fight, right? And he did it one too many times. Over anybody, Charles Oliveira deserved that Islam fight the most. I'm not going to sit up here and say that Charles would have beaten Islam if they had fought a second time, but I will say this. That was not even close to Charles' best performance against Islam the first time they fought. So, yeah, guys, I am curious to hear some of your thoughts about this. We still have some time, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot more. Expect for me to talk about this with Greatness Personified, with Emanuele Adzo at Learn How to Fight. I'm going to talk about that with these guys. And I might even be bringing some other guys on here. I've got a lot of friends who are very knowledgeable about the sport. I've got people that are on the inside of the sport that know a lot of these guys. And so we're just going to talk about this. So if you'd like, maybe like this video. This is a brand new channel, and I'm really trying to ramp this thing up for the second half of 2025. I'm really trying to grow it, and I would love nothing more than to grow with you guys. So more than anything, I really want to hear some of the discussions. So let me know what you guys think about Ilia being a godlike favorite in this fight, in his first fight at 155.